I love you. Good morning. Oops. There we go. So, Elias is officially back in school for the summer. He goes to what they call like the extended school year program. So he will go Monday through Thursday for pretty much the whole summer. So he was happy to go, and I'm sure he'll be excited to see his friends and his teachers. And I am very grateful that he gets to go, because not only is he so bored hanging out at home, because there's like literally nothing for him to do inside or outside, because he doesn't really play with toys, but also gives me an opportunity to DoorDash and run errands and stuff like that, and he continues learning and having fun with his friends, so it works out for everybody. I need to go to the bank, and I need to just take out some money from my DoorDash account, put it in my regular account to cover like the last couple of bills that I have for this month. Then I have an appointment at noontime, and I think I should probably run to like Walmart or something and get a couple of things that I'm running out of. I'm just trying to hide this nasty blind that Elias has destroyed behind my big head. So I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I'm gonna have something to eat and then get myself ready and head over to the ATM and then the bank. Got my money, headed to my bank right now. I have such mixed feelings about my bank. So I always like joke that it's like stuck in the dinosaur ages, because like they're not open on the weekends. You can't make a deposit with cash unless you have like a special envelope from the bank, and the bank is not local to me. It's like 20 minutes away. So it's like super inconvenient, and I had this money on Saturday, so like I could have went yesterday to deposit it, and because the bank's not open and I didn't have the special envelope to go to the ATM, like SOL. And here we are paying $30 for an overdraft fee. The struggles. I have to get my car looked at. So I think I told you guys that I got into a car accident in April, and where she hit my car, I had to have my doors, front and back on my driver's side, replaced. And because of that, I'm like making this so much more difficult for myself. I don't know why I went this way. And because of that, I have noticed that the window's not sealed. So we've had some like heavy rain because it's been like super hot. So like when the heat breaks, whatever, we have like thunderstorms and stuff. So twice now I've been out dashing when it's raining, and a big drop of water has fallen on my shoulder from my window. So that's not right. And then also I've noticed that when I put my window up and down, it kind of like what's the word? It kind of like shakes on the track, I guess is a good way to put it. It kind of like moves back and forth when it should be going up and down. So something's going on with the window. And then the little piece like in the door where you have like the handle, there should be a plastic part that covers like the mechanicals of that, and I don't have one. It's not there. And I also had to get new brake pads, new rotors, and all 4 of my tires, which is like ridiculous because I, number one, have not had this car for a year yet. So initially, before I got into the car accident, I was going to take it back to my mechanic, which is also part of the same place where I bought the car, which is why I bought the car there, because I've been working with my mechanic for 10 years. And those things should have already been replaced. And I paid $2,500 more than this car is actually even worth. Just annoyed, so annoyed. But because I got into the car accident, I didn't take it there because I figured that they wouldn't want to do the mechanical work with like the responsibility of not further damaging where she hit my car and all that. So these people, like, they're not my people. My mom goes to these people and she's like, oh, they have a body shop too. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll just get everything done. And I needed an oil change, so like, car's already there, might as well just do all the things, right? And basically what ended up happening was we paid for the brakes and the oil change, but now I think it's the back passengers the back passenger wheel that squeaks. So if I go over a speed bump, it squeaks. If I go over like a little bump in the road, it squeaks. It shouldn't be doing any of that. And then my mom's like, yeah, my car squeaks too, like all the time. And I'm like, yeah, that's not normal. I'm like, I don't even understand why you go back to these people, because I'm never going back to them ever. And the only reason why I even went there was because all the body shops that I would typically go to, because people love to hit my car, they were just booked out so late, and I already missed so much time dashing because I wasn't trying to make the door worse going in and out of it. And then obviously, like, with my brakes and stuff, like, I shouldn't have been driving that often or at all, really. So, and she also has a leak in her car. I don't know, I'm pretty sure she bought this car from these people. So, I mean, but I was in a rush. Like, I didn't have time. So, because if I had waited for the place that I wanted to take it to, I'd probably just be getting my car back right now. I didn't have time. I did not have time. So, yeah. That's what I get for convenience, I guess. But lesson learned. I'm going to go there tomorrow and tell them all the things that are wrong and they need to fix it. And I also have another check from the insurance company. So, like, this is another sketchy thing, right? So, they initially told us, so they had to replace my, what are they called? My rims, because she scratched them up so bad. And they got a deal on the rims, so they weren't as much money, so they were giving us a $200 credit to put towards the other work that they did from the insurance company. But then he's like, I put in for more money from the insurance company because it costs more than we thought. So I'm thinking, like, if it costs more than what they had appraised it for, why are you giving us a $200 credit? That doesn't make any sense. And it must be like a good chunk of money, right? When I ever got that second check for $200.03, like, first of all, I don't live like around the corner from you people. It's a good 20-minute drive at least, and the only time I ever go out that way is like if I have a DoorDash to drop off. Like, I don't go to that town for any reason at all. And for me, like, I just rather stay local. Like, like, if I have to drive somewhere, like, I better be going somewhere to have fun. Like, I'm not, like, when you DoorDash, like, and you basically are, like, in your car all the time, like, you don't want to just be driving around all these places for, like, stupid things. Like, I'm annoyed I have to go to my bank right now. Because I could be at home working out. Like, So either way, like, it's an annoyance. And then on top of that, they had, I tried to pay with the insurance money from my debit card, and it wouldn't let me process the amount of money that I needed to pay. There was like a cap on it, which I didn't know. The bank didn't tell me when I put the money in, because I wouldn't have even deposited it, or I would have filled out a check. Like, I would have went about it differently. So anyway, so they took the $1,500 that was like the max, and then he like refunded it to me, because then we just figured my grandmother would pay for everything, and then I would just send her the money, because we have the same bank. So we did it that way instead. Then, I don't know, a week later, maybe 2 weeks later, I have a credit from them for $1,500 that never actually came out of my account. So they sent me money instead of taking money. So then I had to potentially go back there and give them their money back. Like, super inconvenient, a pain in my ass, and now I have to go back there not only to get these things fixed that are wrong with my car, but to give them this $200 that they really aren't owed, because they could have just not done whatever they did as far as give us a $200 credit towards the other work I got done on my car, and then the bill would be totally paid for. So I feel like they scammed the insurance company out of $200. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, sure, that's kind of to my benefit, but not really, because like I don't play around with that. Like, I pay my insurance. They do very well by me. Like, I'm not trying to scam anybody. Like, I none of that sounds right to me. I don't like it. So yeah, definitely never ever 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 taking my car back here, except for them to fix whatever they broke. So it's just adding to some stress, and hopefully it will be fixed and handled tomorrow, and I can just move on with my life. But I really would like to take that time to go and make money instead, but these things need to be handled. So but Tuesday nights I go out because Elias goes to my grandmother's after school. That's like his set schedule now, and if I try to undo it, he would not be happy about it. Like, he knows. He's very well aware. Like, it's Tuesday, I get to go play at the garage. Yes, you do. because I knew all of this was going down with like my bills and stuff, I went and dashed an extra hour during lunchtime. So I dashed from 12 to 4 instead of 12 to 3. And then I went out at 4:50 instead of 5 until 10. So I dashed for 9 hours with a little break, just to like eat something. I mean, it was totally worth it. I made like $200. But again, like, half of that is going into this bank account to pay bills right now, which is fine. At least I have the money. So I'm just ranting about life. But I'm about to be at the bank, so I'm gonna go handle this situation, get my account back in the positive, and then go home, work out, do my knee routine. I really need to meditate today. I've not meditated in a hot minute. Been having some like spiritual difficulties with that. But I need to do it, so I'm gonna try like 5 minutes or whatever. So I'll see y'all later. So I ended up going out door dashing instead of coming home to work out. So I'm gonna do this 20-minute Pilates workout before bed and then do my meditation.